Alright, so hey, if you're just having trouble with your shutter, most likely what is the problem, just from examining the mechanisms and seeing where the poorly designed spots are, it's most likely going to be in this, if you watch the other video, I already talked about this quite a bit, but this little, just little lever right there, which you can see moving next to my thumb, which is transferring the motion from the crank to this other lever, which is encircling the bottom lens, to this hammer right there, which cocks the shutter, which is what stays put when the hammer goes back. So what the problem is that most of the time there's a traffic jam right here. They like just get gummed up and they overlap and jam up. So if you're having a jammed shutter, that's probably where your problem is, and this is the easiest fix that and the most successful fix that I've found. The only thing you have to do is just take off your front cover. Yes, you have to tear off the leather, or I used a flathead and just kind of chiseled it off, and you could probably get it back on just fine with some rubber cement or something like that. I would say rubber cement, because in case you ever need to take this off again, you know, it's not super glued, and then you would have to tear it off. So this top face goes off. That's the only thing that you have to do. All I did was use this extra plastic from the wrapper that I bought my precision screwdrivers in, and just cut it into this little I don't know, a little bumper that I glued to the side there, which basically prevents this hammer from coming back to its full resting position, and then prevents this jam from happening over here, and make sure that they're always teed instead of, so teed like this instead of like slipping and jamming. Careful when you do this, because if you put the hammer too far up that way, the shutter won't close. It has to be behind a certain area where the shutter is released. Otherwise you'll have an open shutter, but it won't release when this goes back. But yeah, I just cut out 2 layers of those and glued them together, and used this super glue. It's regular kind of Loctite super glue, which pretty much makes like this plastic weld, and then put that on the side there, and because there's a ridge on top of where the front plate screws are, this sits down and isn't going to affect anything. That seems to me to be the easiest way to prevent that, and to solve the issue. If there are any other options you guys can think of or have found, go ahead and share them here too. This just seems to be a really common problem I hear people having. So I hope that's an easy fix for most people, because it was for me. And voila, I got a working twin lens again, as easy as that. Thanks a lot.